Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla'S. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Leo. Leo, this energy of back off. You're pushing someone back, or you're setting some very strict boundaries. Some of you may be lashing out on someone that you feel that deserves it. Regardless of anything, Leo, there is this huge energy of like back off. It's almost kind of like you're putting your hand down. You're like, no, not today. No, no. You're standing very firm on it, but some of you are you're being asked to question your firmness. Is what you are demanding reasonable, or are you trying to prove a point, or are you trying to control a situation, right? And what I mean by that is sometimes we get into a space, let's put it this way, where we feel that we are right no matter what. And when you get into a space like that, you don't hear the other side, regardless of whether there is truth or whatever it is within what the other person is saying or what this situation is calling for. So even though there is this a strong firmness in you of saying back off, why are you asking it to back off? Is it something that really requires to back off? Or are you trying to hide something? Or are you trying to run away from it? Because a lot of the times we say, no, I'm not dealing with this. But are you not dealing with it because you are afraid to hear the truth? Or are you not dealing with it because it's something that you have already resolved? And that is what you have to ask yourself, right? Because when we come forth with a decision, whether it is to back off or to listen to something, what is the reason behind it? And a lot of you guys have to really be honest with yourself. Are you saying back off? Are you lashing out on someone because you don't want to hear the truth of your part that you played in something? Or is it because you're truly done and over with this, and you have let this go? And that's kind of like where the confusion may be coming in this week when it comes to you guys. If it is a battle or an argument or a disagreement that you continue to have with someone, and you continue to say the same thing, then yes, this very firm back off, it's done, I've said what I've said, and not revisiting the situation is definitely something that you should do. But if it's something that you're trying to avoid, what it is what it is that somebody is saying in regards to a situation, and you're failing to see your part in it, then it is something that, regardless of how much you try to avoid it, it is going to bring that same behavior that you're trying to hide is going to end up lashing out again. So it's always kind of like needing to be aware of ourselves, right? And what it is that we are saying, what it is that we're doing, and the reason why it is that we are doing and saying certain things. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot just to clarify, guys. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Lovers. So there is a sense with the Five of Wands where a lot of you guys like to be in control. You guys like to not just be in control of yourself, but also be in control of the situations and other players. But a lot of you are almost kind of like, it's almost kind of like the more that you try to control situations, or the more that you try to control other people, the further away that sense of connection or that sense of control kind of gets away from you. Because whenever you're trying to force something onto someone, or trying to force a situation, it almost seems like it runs away from you, or like you lose more control over it. You know, like how when you tell a teenager, you tell somebody like, don't do that, they want to do it more. It's almost kind of like that energy. So let's go ahead and let's pull out your love energy card. Now, this can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic. spirituality and self. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And you're just being reminded, to be honest with you, Leo. Be honest with yourself as to why you're saying no, or as to why you're saying back off to something. If you continue to do the same thing and expect a different outcome, that is by itself the definition of insanity. So there is a sense here of like, okay, if you want a different outcome, and if you want to feel like you're more in control of your life, yourself, then you have to change some of the things that you're doing, and you have to really pay attention to what those actions are. So let's go ahead and let's pull out your closing message. Alrighty, Leo, what is your closing message? Give me one card, sir. Beyond death, life, number 1. So again, when you let a part of yourself, when you let a certain behavior die off, right? When you make the conscious decision, like, you know what? No, I am in control of how I'm going to respond. I am in control of myself. I'm not in control of other people. When you let something die off, a behavior, a season, whatever it is, when you let it go completely, then you allow yourself to really live. You allow yourself to step into this new energy that is right there waiting for you. And it's waiting to show you that things could be different. It is waiting to show you how much control you actually have over yourself when you start to focus that energy on yourself, when you start to really allow yourself to connect with yourself instead of focusing so much on what the other players in your life are doing. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.